Good evening, happy Monday, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope you've had a great day. And thank you for joining me tonight. I think we went just a little bit early, but that's okay. We were ready as much as we could be. I am Julie with Creations by Julie. I go live every Monday and Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Mondays usually are like a stencil or something. I call it Magnolia Mondays. Tonight we're going to look at the craft kit box for February. Ed is behind the camera, so when you jump on, tell us hi, let us know you're here. He is going to try to catch comments on my phone. Let me make sure we are live.
Camera Ray said hi.
Okay, so you're seeing some comments, so I guess that means we're on. There we are. I always forget to turn this down. Okay, here you go, Ed. Thank y'all for being here. Like I said, I go live on Mondays and Thursdays at 6 o'clock. Tonight it will be fairly short, I think. We're going to do the craft. That's the February craft kit. Now, I will tell you, unfortunately, this craft kit is sold out. They don't like for that to happen, but I think the stencil was just so popular that so many people ordered this month. Now, if you signed up for the craft kit last month or the month before, you will get your kit, but you can't get on today and sign up for the craft kit and receive this craft kit. They're going to try to get in some more, but it'll be towards the end of February, I think. But if you think you might like a craft kit, what I would do is wait till March 1st and sign up on March 1st, and you would get the March craft kit, and then you would be what's the word I want to use? They would revisit. They would read. What is the word I'm trying to think of? It would renew on the 1st of every month, and therefore you would receive your craft kit fairly early. Now, like I said, those of you that signed up last month for the craft kits, you should have already gotten your craft kit, or it will be coming. They did put back those, but just no one new can sign up for this particular one. You know, the stencils and the craft kits come out a month or so before they release them to the public. So hopefully next month, you should be able to purchase the stencil if you don't have the craft kit. But anyway, y'all know I like to bless people with different gifts and things. And so for the month of February, I am giving away a Unique in the Creek sunflower kit. And to be eligible for that, all you have to do is make a comment on this live, hashtag sunflower kit. And we'll put all those names.
Lots of ladies have done it.
Good, yeah, we've had a lot, and that's great. All those names will go into my blessing bag, and the first live that I do in March, we will draw from that blessing bag, and somebody is going to win this kit. And I haven't even opened it. I ordered 2 of them, actually. This is how it came. You'll get 2 rows of yellow. I don't even know if you can see it. Can they see it?
Yeah.
I never know when he's going to put the camera down, so I don't know.
Turn it up in ways and I can see it better, can't
Like this?
Yep.
You get 2 rows of yellow mesh, 1 row of green mesh. You will get the center. You will get your zip ties. You will get a little ladybug to put on it. You will get a pair of little clippers to cut the zip ties. And I believe there's 2 clips in there. And I'm not sure what they're for unless it's to hold your petals out of the way. But I will get, whoever wins this, I will give them the link to Lori's video showing exactly how to do it. And of course, you'll also get the large board. So this will make a pretty good sized flower. And you have your choice of whether you want to use the green to make leaves or not. But it all comes in a kit, and that's some lucky person is going to get that in March. So let's get to our kit, and let me show you what came in the kit this month. And it's going to come down, so hopefully he'll cut me off and just see the board.
I'm going to whack-a-late you.
He hates to do that, but I just want to make sure you can see the project, and let me show you what you get in the kit. And for those of you that are not familiar with Magnolia Designs, this is actually a craft kit that comes out every month. You sign up for it. It's $19.99 plus $5 shipping. You have to commit to 3 months, but then you can cancel anytime after that. In the kit, you get everything you need, except like glue and scissors and things like that, to make a different design. This month, it's a tag, but you're going to get, well, you're going to get a sample of paste in this one called Pansy, which is a purple. You're going to get a squeegee, which I wasn't going to use that squeegee. I was going to use one of mine, but okay, that's all right.
Where are they at?
Well, I don't know how to tell you how to find them, but if you look right over there on the sink, there's a little long tool that I use to stir. I can use it for a squeegee, and that way, y'all, because I like to take these and put them in my craft kits and stuff. So I actually have the paste in Pansy, brand new. I just opened it today. It's a pretty purple. You know it's the paste because the top is black. If it was white, it would be the ink. So I'm going to use that instead of opening this one. So I can put this one in a kit or a crafts thing. And
giveaway box.
yeah. So, you know, it's weird. You try to not say certain words, but when you're talking about gifting something to someone, there's just certain words you use, and Facebook doesn't like you to use them. So anyway, that's in there. You get, your tag is already painted. Let me open this bag. It's already painted a pretty pink. It looks a little bit larger than a normal tag. You get your jute, more than you need for sure, and then you get all these beads. Now, they'll suggest maybe how you want to do these beads, but it looks like the white ones are larger than the small ones, so I'm thinking probably a white one and then one color of each. You've got green, purple, and pink, and blue, and then another white one, but you do whatever pattern you want to. That's just, they're giving you plenty of beads for that, but I don't want them all over my table right yet, so let's put them over there. This is the stencil. It's called Spring Minis, and you actually get, I'll have to tell you what this one is when I open it. You get 12 different stencils, small stencils for tags, the little rounds, and this is brand new. And I think that's just why this kit was so popular this month. But you're going to be making a cute tag. Okay, now you also get instructions, and there's 2 pages of instructions this time. At the bottom, there's a, is it called a QR? There's code to where if you put your phone on it, the camera, it will take you to a link that they show you another video on how to make this. Normally, I like to go step by step, write down the instructions, but when I opened this while ago and I went to read the instructions, I think they messed up this month, y'all. Sorry, but I mean, to me, step 1 and step 2 and step 3, they don't even go together. And if you look at the pictures, it doesn't look like that's the way they did it either. So I'm going to put the instructions aside and just show you the way I would make this tag. I would make the tassel first. They're telling you to tie a knot in your wooden tag, but then the very next picture, when they start telling you about your jute and how to make your tassel, you can tell from the picture that there's no knot. The jute is not tied to the tag. I would save the tag for last. We'll see how that goes, but I'm just going to put these aside and show you the way I would do it. Okay.
Karen says
Hi, Karen. Thank y'all for being here. All right, first thing we're going to do is make our tassel. Okay, I'll open those up and mark them later. So you've got all this jute. Now, when I make a tassel, I like that little bag. Of course, you have to find the end of your jute here. There's one end, but is it the end I want? It's kind of tied in a knot, so just undo it. What?
Karen's watching and bowling at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not talented enough. I do something so ridiculous with a bowling ball.
Karen, I can't even talk and craft at the same time. Okay. All right, I see the two ends. I'm going to get this one. And I would make their instruction tells you to take one end and go ahead and tie it on the thing. But I would make my tassel first. So I'm just going to show you the way I would do it.
Judy Crafton says, hello, Julie. Happy Valentine's Day to you both.
Thank you, Judy, and thank you for being here. I want to make sure I'm going to be able to get enough of this and it not.
Karen said we're a 4-person team watching while we're bowling.
Well, cool. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so I'm going to get the end. Now, I use my fingers for my tassel, but I'm used to that. If you don't want to do that, cut a piece of cardboard about the length that you want your tassel, and then just take your jute and wrap it around this piece of cardboard. All right, when you're done, slide it off and do the same thing I'm going to do with my fingers. It's just easier for me. I'm just going to start here and spread my fingers apart and wrap. I don't think they tell you how many times to wrap. Let me go see if I can find where they do that. About 20 to 30 times, they say. So they've given you plenty of jute. So let's do 20 and see what it looks like, or 25. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It keeps wanting to slide. That was 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, let's go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, and I'm going to end and cut it off right at the bottom. Then I'm going to cut off another small piece and go up here at the top. Grab your tassel at the top. Don't worry about those pieces down, and just kind of pull them down. And then you're going to take this small piece and tie a knot right here at the top. So you could cut the jute a little bit longer and then just let it hang down, but that's okay. Then kind of pull your strings, you call them, and then I'm going to just cut them down here. You want about half, and I'm going to cut off that other long string. Okay, and I'm going to need another piece. Cut it about that long, and it's about 12 inches. Okay, take your jute. We've cut the ends now to where you can open it up. Take it and fold it down this way to where you do not see the knot. Can you see that? Okay.
I didn't follow it, so you might already.
All right, I just wrapped it around my fingers, or if you wrap it around the cardboard, this one's, it would have been a little longer. Slide it off. As it's a circle, tie it together here at one end, okay? Then cut your jute. So you've got this. Then here's your knot. Take it and put your thumb there, and then just twist it back down like this. Okay, now what I do, you want to be able to run a piece of jute through there. So if you have one of these little knitting needles, it's perfect. If not, stick a pencil right there. You don't want to squeeze this so tight that you're not going to be able to get a piece of jute through there. But this is perfect because I can just put the jute onto that. So just put that there and squeeze it tight. Pull it down, all your tassels down really tight. Now what you're going to do is do the little band that goes around it. So just put your jute on there, your piece, and then just start wrapping. And you want this to be pretty tight. Do you understand what I'm making? You're making the band around the top of your tassel. And I don't know how many times you wrap it, just whatever length you want. But you want it pretty tight. All right, then take just a little bit of glue. That was too much. And glue your jute down. There is a way, but I felt like it was to run your thing through there and then pull your knot down where you can't see anything, but that's a little complicated to try to explain to you right now. This was just easier. Okay, so do you see where you got your tassel? I always wait and trim my tassel at the end. So now what you have to do is you have to run the other piece of jute that we have here. We've still got all this. You can make the string as long as you want it, but you've got to have this tied through there. So I just run it through there and pull it. I mean, if you don't have a needle, then just put a pencil through there to make that hole big enough that you can get this piece through there. And then what I'm going to do is just tie a knot at the top right here. This is the piece you're going to be threading your beads on. You can tie one knot, you can tie two, but you don't want it coming undone. Okay, does that make sense? See any questions yet, Ed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so once you've done that, if you wanted to, you could try to put this back through there and glue it. I don't know that it's going to go in there. Just to kind of hide it. I'm trying to just stick it back. And see, then you don't really have to cut it off. Okay, so there's your tassel. Connected. Now you want to start putting your beads on. And go to the other end of your string. It's going to be really long, but that doesn't matter. You cut it off once you get the beads on. Pick out the beads you want to use, and I'm going to use all of them. It makes a pretty long tassel, longer than I usually make for my tiered tray, but let's see if I can get them out here and not lose a lot of them. Okay. To make it easy, this is a thin jute, but to make it easier, you can take a little piece of Scotch tape and put right on the edge of your jute and then just kind of wrap it around really tight to make it kind of stiff. A lot of people put a little bit of glue. I usually put the Scotch tape and then I get it where it's smaller and smaller, where like at the top you just have tape right at the top of that jute. Okay, like this. It just makes it easier to go into the beads. These beads look like they have fairly large holes. All right, then you just start your pattern. If there's a color you don't want to use, then don't use it. But I'm going to do the white, and then I'm going to do pink, purple, green, and blue. And then just put the beads on. And then I'm going to go back with another white. You can mix and match or whatever you want to do, but I'm going to keep the same pattern. Pink, purple, green, and blue. Okay, another white. Like I said, if you have some round or some more tags, you have enough beads and jute to make 2 different ones. Because like I said, this is going to be long. Okay, but white, pink, purple, get your kids to do this. They'd love it. Green and blue. White. We'll be doing this for a minute, y'all. Pink. The purples all stayed in the bag. Purple. Green. And blue. See, I probably would not make mine any longer than that, but we're gonna go. May come up with an extra white or something, doesn't matter. White, or if you wanted just to use the pink, purple, green, and blue, save your whites for a different project or something. Pink, purple, green, blue. Oh, that's not blue. Looks like we've got enough to go one more, and I got 2 extra white beads. White. Pink. Purple. Green. Blue. And I'll put a white on the top. And I have 1 white extra bead. Okay, so there you've got your beads threaded on there. So there's what we have so far. Okay, now you've got all this extra, and you know you don't need that much, but you're going to go ahead and mosquito, put your tag on there, and all you're going to do. Well, I probably should have tied a knot. Let me tie a knot here. And I like mine a little loose. So I'm going to tie a couple of knots right here. Just to kind of keep my beads right there. You can give it a little bit of leeway. So there you can pick this up, and your knots are not going to go, your beads are not going to fall on the floor. Okay. Now I'm going to put my tag on, and it's just going to be a matter of tying it. You're going to tie it on the bead right there. Right around your knot. So see, you have plenty of extra. And they say here that you can actually slip your extra jute back up into that bead and hide it, but you don't have to. Okay, I'm going to tie that right there. Make sure it's tied on. And what they're talking about is just like cut it a little longer. So see, you have all this left over. And then take it and slide it back up into those beads. Like that's through the white one. Slide it through the blue one. If you want to put a little bit of glue on it, you could. Okay, so there you have, and my knots look a little weird. Probably didn't get them in the right place. But anyway, you could tie your beads closer if you want to. Okay. So there you go. Now that's pretty much your strand. And you could make this as short or as long as you want it. You had plenty of jute if you wanted to go probably 35 times. And I'm just going to trim the tassel just a little bit here. You could make it short, you could make it long. All right, now we're going to stencil on our tag. And you can stencil both sides. So I'm going to put my tag here. And I'm going to pick out one of these stencils. I'm pretty sure I know which one I'm going to use. They should all fit on this tag. And again, they're called Spring Minis for 2022. They should be on the website in March. And because they send out the stencils in the kits, and then they wait about a month and then put them on the site. Okay, so you actually have, Easter blessings. Peep, peep, hello spring, spring is in the air, Jesus is risen. And then you have the chick, the bunny trail, hop this way, a pretty flower, a bunny, a butterfly, and Easter is for Jesus, and then a cute egg. I'm going to use this one. And you just cut on the white, cut between your stencils.
Karen Marie says, I was wondering if some of those would fit.
Would fit?
I don't know.
Would fit what?
I don't know.
I would say these are like the same size. All the minis are the same size. And I have put them on round disc. I've put them on the wooden disc. I've put them on just little pieces of wood.
She may be in the tag.
I think all of them. Now, like this one probably would have to go that way. But basically, they're about 3 inches, it looks like. All right, I'm going to get this one out of the middle, which I didn't cut that very straight. Okay, now you know these are new stencils, so I'm going to write on the back of it what it is. And then I'm going to take it and fuzz it a little bit. I have my fuzzing cloth here, but you could use your clothes. It's just that it's pretty sticky, and you just want to fuzz it a time or two. I'm sure this is painted, and I don't want to pull off any of the paint. Okay. So then I'm going to take it and just kind of eyeball it. I don't want my cross hanging off. And it feels like it's right on the edge. I got glue on my finger. And then I'm just going to push it down where there's a mosquito in here that's after me too. I'm just going to push it down where there's no bubbles. That's what you get
for leaving the back door.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm actually, this is not a Magnolia thing, but I'm going to use it. Because I want the squeegee to go to somebody else. Okay, so this is the color that you're going to get in the kit. Pansy. And I'm just going to put a little bit on this tool. And you don't want to push too hard. This almost feels like a chalkboard surface, so I'm guessing if you messed up, you probably could just wipe it off if it bled. All right, then I'm just going to scrape the excess. And let me tell you too, if you just do this tag in the kit, and then we're going to pull it off. Okay, there it is. I've got a little thing of water here. I'm going to put it in. When you get your kit or whatever, you can see I didn't use much paste at all. But if you'll just take your packet of paste on your samples and cut the corner, like just mash it a little bit to kind of warm it up and be the same as shaking or stirring. Just mash it a little bit. And instead of cutting it all the way across, if you'll just take it, push your paste down, and just maybe cut this corner and then squeeze it out onto your squeegee. It won't take much. And then when you're done, take it and fold the top down like this. I would put a piece of tape on it, put it in a Ziploc bag, and it will last probably for a week or so till you can do another project. But now, as soon as this was to dry, if I wanted to, I could put something else on the other side. And Carrie, if you were talking about, let me see. That would fit. That one would fit. The chick would fit. That was that one. This was the one I wasn't sure about. But I believe it will. I don't think that bicycle is, yeah, it'll fit that way too. And the rest of them are smaller. That looks to me like it's probably the widest one. That one in Easter Blessings, but supposedly they'll all fit. And that pretty much, you can put this kit together in, 15 minutes. So that's what the kit is for this month. And like I said, unfortunately, it's sold out. And I think it's probably not because this is a cute craft and would look cute in a dough bowl or tiered tray or, hanging around a rabbit or something like that, a bunny or a cross or, whatever. I think it's probably because of those mini stencils. They're really cute. And that's probably why this kit sold out. They are going to try to do.
Says it turned out cute.
Yeah, it's cute. It's longer than I normally make, but I'll use it. And you could do, a tassel with ribbons in those colors or whatever. But if you get your kit, you may make sense of the instructions. I just thought that's not quite the way I would do it. I would do the tassel first and then go. But that's just me. It just seems to me like that would be easier. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to use the hashtag sunflower kit. I'll get your name and put it in the blessing bag. And I will be back on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. And Thursday, I'm going to show you how to make this cute bunny here that I've got beside me. It'll kind of turn it over that way a little bit. But this was done by Kat at Kat's Creations and on her public page, and I texted her and asked her. She came up with the design and everything, and I asked her if I could share it with y'all, and she told me yes. So we're going to do one out of white on Thursday night, but I'm going to show you how to put it together. But that's going to be Thursday night. It might take a little bit longer, although I'm going to try to have the majority of it done because it's the bubble method, and it's the same. Your poof and your bubble's the same all the way around. So I'll just explain to you how to put it together, what size rings you need and stuff like that. But it's done using 2 wire frames. So anyway, that's going to be Thursday night at 6. So y'all have a great night. Again, I appreciate you joining us and spending a little bit of your night with us. And I will see you Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Bye, y'all.